Hey, it's Steve back again. Still alive, gladly. Uh, I've been working hard. I have 2 gigs now that I play open mics in East Longmeadow, Massachusetts, and one in Hartford, Connecticut. And I've learned a lot. I learned to play blues, and I really didn't want to, but I guess that's what they wanted. It. Black Eyed Salad, and that's what I play. And then I got a chance to go to Club Meadows and play whatever I want and bring my equipment. I hooked up, I have a setup of a stack. My stack is a Marshall Selection 1x10, um, just a speaker cab, and then I have a custom 2x12 that's been turned into a cab and a combo. It's a combo amp because I'm using it for effects. So I use the output from that goes as the input to my Marshall head, tube head, and then that output is split from the Marshall to go to the Celestion, the Marshall speaker, the 1x10 stacked on top of the 2x12, which has its own plug now, so it's independent, but not fully probably. It's probably getting powered too by a combo amp, so it's taken some time to try to get this thing balanced out. I tried to get a impedance transformer for this mic and returned it. I was able to work it out with the wiring. I split the input into the effects into the combo amp. I have this Crybaby pedal, which is my main input for my guitar, plugged in and split with this mic. So the mic's getting some effect too, which is nice. Um, and then my headphones are plugged into the Marshall, and the Marshall's fully on, and there's so much power coming out of that output from the custom that I'm able to override it and still get mic input. If I shut it down, I can't shut down the speakers. I won't shut down. Too much power going in. So it's tough at night sometimes. There are ways though to work around it. You just use the Marshall will shut down by itself with the 1x10 if I switch it over and just use headphones. But the only way to record, I'm recording on UCam. I'm going to transfer it over to my channel at YouTube. Um, YouTube.com user/OneRockerSteve, and it says by invitation of Her Majesty and Queen Elizabeth, and that was a playbill I got when I went to see the Who played Tommy for the first time. About 4 times every time they played it. That was great. Um, Behind me is my self-built guitar, and I just found out that Brian May built his too. I made a Yamaha, it's not really a Yamaha, but it's such a fabulous built guitar. I got it like 10 years ago. And made it into a Les Paul. It has 6 coils in it. It has 2 double humbuckers and 2 single fenders in the center that are split to the upper humbucker and bottom, so I have a 3-way switch. And I get all 6 on, or I get 3 on at the neck and 3 on at the bridge. Bridge is a Boy Rose tremolo. So that's a lot of fun. And then I redid all that. And all I do is put a bass guitar ring on it that holds a string and it holds in the slots inside the tremolo, and it really seems be the best way to balance that thing versus cutting it off and twisting it and putting it in a slot and cranking it down with a hex. And now they're building them made out of an aluminum that is cracking. It's worthless. And then on my left, on my two babies, my roommates, Lucy and Pete, some mistreated cockatiels that are doing real well. And I'm real happy with them. I lost my African gray a while back. And then I had from Miles, a Rabbit Miles Chrome, and then I had a Eagle McCall. But these guys are really, they're mistreated pretty bad, evidently. And now they come over. And hopefully, I'll be able to get them hand trained. They're pretty young. One's a male. It looks like one's a male, one's a female. You can't barely see them from here, but anyway, I decided to hang my guitar from the ceiling. Hopefully the ceiling won't come down. This thing's as heavy as this thing, almost. This is still heavier than mahogany. And I'll still take this guitar over any other. It's fabulous. The Gibson Studio I got. That's all I could afford. I have a Corsa Russo and sent it back. Talked to customer service about some difficulties I was having, and in the very end, I'm real grateful that they sent me a guitar direct from Nashville. That was built. The sign-off on it was like December 30th of the year 13. So it was probably either just built right then, because I don't think they had any more of them. And I wanted this color, wine red. And the one that came, the mini tune at the top, I have a mini tune at the top. It's fabulous. I've tried on several different guitars, and on this one, it just swallows. It's so hard. It'll tune the guitar. It has 3 banks for changing tunes. So I can go to E flat to E in about 10 seconds if I gotta switch over tuning. And then it'll tune it for me. There's custom settings, battery, there's a whole computer on the back of the headstock that you can see if you want to see. And it turns green and the banks, there's a green bank and a blue bank. Right now it's on a red bank. Red bank, if you put it on B, is an E flat. So you have to have a chart where you know where you are. And I can switch over to G, open, 2 seconds, G's on the blue, and I can play a slide. So it's fabulous. And the robo heads are like 40-to-1 ratio. I was real doubtful about this stuff. I've had other robo guitars that failed. But this thing is German engineered. It's been around a couple of years, and I just can't believe it. It's working by the vibrations. It has perfect tune. Keeps the tune. You can either strum it to tune. Usually one strum. I got, as usual in the studio, my volume controls are 250 or 500 by push-pull. And my settings on the amps are pretty much equal on bass, treble, and mid. And volumes are up 3/4 probably down the Marshall to keep the tubes distortion in. That was recommended by Mr. Marshall, so I do that. The one on the custom too, I have to watch it because it'll go squeal. Because it really sends out a tremendous line out into that Marshall. And I thought a couple of times I'd blow it up, but I didn't, luckily, thank heaven. But some of the sounds that came out of it probably woke up the entire neighborhood at times. So I played in a headphone shutoff's worthless. There's so much power going in, it overrides it. So I got headphone and speakers. The speakers were low, really low, so I could hear what I'm playing. Right now, I have the headphones turned off and they're on because of the amount of power. And so you're hearing basically a 1x10 on top of a 2x12 effects coming from the 2x12 custom pumped into the Marshall input, two-head input, and it's split on the output. And I tried my 4 ohm for the first time. Please, somebody write to me if something's going to happen wrong with this. But I have my 8 ohm plug to split to the 2x12 and the 1x10. The input is split. I have my mic plugged into it because the mic needs the amplification. I tried getting an impedance transformer and it made it worse. Cut out the mic because the mic and the guitar are like trading power. The mic has to be on. If I turn the mic off, the guitar goes off. It's very complicated electronically. You know, I learned all about that by building that thing. But this is real. It is a little more than I expected. I cannot go into overdrive, but you'll hear the sound. It's overdrive without running on overdrive. If I run on overdrive, I think it's just going to blow up. It's a really loud sound. It's just going to explode. So, if I get the settings right, they'd have to be real low. I think that, if you want to write comments, just write them. I know you're going to hate it. I'm still learning. But I think it's important to get on stage for anybody. Get on stage. Talk to colleague musicians. Find out how to solve problems. Find out what they're doing. Thank you, Zach Wild. Yes, he has been great. He likes giving lessons. Even on his DVD. There's one of them on YouTube you can find them. He goes to C minor pentatonic scale and does all sorts of stuff. You can learn a lot. People are trying to learn some of this stuff. But I still go with Slash, his technique and use of power chords. And everybody has their own style. I picked Slash to probably be my main mentor. And I've learned most of my stuff. I'm learning some Stevie Ray Vaughan. He's different. They're different. These guys they're great guitarists. Also, may he rest in peace. But thanks, Slash. Slash stood in front of me last time I went to see him, right directly in front of me. It felt like I had a 2.5 hour private lesson. Thank you. His pedal was right in front of me, and he uses this kind of a pick. It's celluloid, evidently. Because at least that's all on my computer, all over the guitar. I didn't know why. It's just celluloid. It's not nylon. I think I need to switch picks because this thing's worn down. So I use an alligator hard 0.95, and sometimes I'll use a Dunlop. I need the grip. The alligator's good. They have pretty good grip. It's hard to believe. I don't know how they're gripping. This thing's thick, though, and it does give good sound. Wow, I forgot the point of it. Being a broke musician sucks. So I file down these things, reuse them, do what I can, try to get the sound right. And my bank gives me rewards. I get most of my equipment that way. I'm gonna use a Dunlop, and it's a .95, something like that. Whatever. But it has good grip. I don't see my alligator. I don't know if it's my alligator. I have some of these that are fixable, some that aren't. I just file them down. It's so nice to remove the ones. And I buy them. I get them once in a while. It's important to change strings. I change strings on this, and they thank you, Mr. Cummings. Gibson built a guitar that was built for me. This thing is just fabulous. Anyway, let's see if anybody recognizes this new song. I'm trying to get somebody else to sing the 5 verses. I don't know, but I'll try my best. I gotta learn them. Nobody wants to sing them. I'm using Crybaby Pedal. That's my main input for my guitar. Where does that go? That goes to the splitter. So my guitar's going to the splitter, and I don't know if I mixed it up, but the mic's going to the splitter, and it's getting the amplification that it needs. We're down to the paradise city where the girls oh, to the sweet country. Now, take me down to the paradise city where the girls oh, to the sweet country. Now, charity case, they give me something clean. I'll pay you another time. Take me down to the paradise city. glasses green and the girls are blue. I want you to take me home. Take me down to the paradise city where the glasses green and the girls are blue. I want you to take me home. He's a coach, just a wake up and get hard. He said, turn around without free song. I'll take you back to the island. Are you blind? I see you all take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are blue. I want you, please take me home. Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are blue. I want you, please take me home. I wanna know, I want you to take me home. I wanna see how you take me. I want you to take me home. Take me down to paradise, to the grassy street, to the blue. I want you to take me home. Take me down to the paradise, to the grassy street, to the blue. I want you to take me home. Take me down to the paradise, to the grassy street, to the blue. I want you to take me home. Take me down to the paradise, to the grassy street, to the blue. I want you to take me home. Take me down to the paradise, to the grassy street, to the blue. I want you to take me home. I want you to take me home. Thanks. Hope you had a good time. I did. Sometimes come and see me. Please. Bye. I'll keep going. It's time to start recording again. I got my setup. So hope I don't bother you too much.